The person that I am channeling a message for today and doing this reading for is someone who is coming out of a very dark cycle. This is someone who could have even actually been in a war. If this is not an actual war, it's definitely a place of battle, a place of struggle. It's a place that you've escaped from, where many people, most people, and maybe all people that you've been dealing with flourish in anger, hate, jealousy, and cruelty. You've experienced the darker aspects of mankind, but it's important to know that at this time you are now protected, that you are in a cycle of protection. You are actually on a new path, and on this new path, you will be finding people who choose kindness and understanding over anger and hate. You are about to embrace a journey of mindfulness, time spent around a body of water or bodies of water, relaxing. Opportunities are going to be opening up. There won't be a place or a dream that you won't be able to explore. Hi everyone. As you noticed, I started the reading with a channeled message. I might do that with some of the collectives as we move forward. So you also got to see the cards that are on the table. So this is a very interesting story for whoever this is going to resonate with. It's, as I said in the channeled message, it's somebody who's coming out of what I would describe as an incredibly difficult time. Now, you have very powerful energies of protection around you at this time. There's wisdom that you're also being asked to tap into. So this wisdom has something to do with starting to understand what your purpose is. This is almost like an answer that's found inside yourself, and it comes out through a rebirth. So you're going to be going through a rebirth period here. And in that rebirth, you're going to be discovering secrets about yourself that have been kind of locked up until you find yourself or have found yourself in a place and time where it is safe for those secrets to come out. For some of you, there's something that's inside you, like knowledge that's been waiting to open up, waiting for you to be ready to even look at, that is going to be able to pave a journey for you to have some level of sovereignty, stability, perhaps even like wealth in your life that you haven't been able to achieve up to this point. And I do want to say that you have kind of been perhaps even supporting wealth and stability for others in areas where others were not participating. So it may not have come off or even looked like much stability or wealth that you were achieving, but you were basically preventing situations from being even worse than they could have been. It kind of was probably coming through to you as seeming more like survival mode, like surviving through something. But because there was either so much catastrophe going on around you, or there was so much lack of support around you, that it just, it just comes out as surviving. It's kind of like if there's 10 people standing in a tugboat and it's leaking water and only one person is bailing it, the weight of all the people in the tugboat is going to help kind of like sink it faster. And with only one person bailing it, like you're just kind of keeping it maybe above the water. So that's changing for you. And I feel like it has to do with a cycle that you're exiting and a cycle that you're obviously leaving here. But it has been, I would describe it as a battle for you. Maybe for some of you, this has been a lot of internal battles, but it does come across as external. And I really do feel like that there's at least someone that is going to at some point watch this video who's going to resonate, that they've actually come out of a war, that you've come out of some type of a war zone. And I do feel like in the quite literal sense of that. Some of you, this may also be like you could be coming out of a community, an area, could be like a drug war area, it could be gang war. There's a lot of different ways that this is coming across. Some of you, this could be like family feud, which is kind of like war as well. Now, I don't want to harbor too much on the past, because what the cards are really showing me are your future. And your future is something where you're going to experience kindness. I mean, it's literally, this is your immediate future. This is the card that is coming out for your immediate future, is kindness. And a tarot card that came out with it was the 5 of Wands. I don't know. It might be hard to believe, especially if you've come out of something very difficult. This is a period, a cycle, a place where it's almost like people are tripping over themselves to show you kindness. Almost want to say that it feels like the universe is making an effort here to balance the scales of justice, because they've been so out of balance and so out of whack for you. This is literally like people competing to show you kindness. But it's almost as if, because, okay, this card is really, really interesting, the story behind this card. I can't remember what the goddess is that's depicted in this. I haven't looked in the book in a while, but the story is quite beautiful. So this is a story of a woman, but you can be a man coming to this reading as well. And this is someone who was showing kindness where they were. If I remember the story correctly, I believe she was married into like a royal family of some type. And she was always showing kindness to the peasants, the people around her. And this kindness, this displays of kindness were taken as seen as weakness, seen as possibly even a way to maybe try to make others look bad. So within the royal family that, you know, she married into. And she ends up getting sent to an island where there's nothing. I'm shortening the story, but basically she's sent to an island where there's nothing. But because of the kindness that she has shown in the past, it is returned to her. She's on an island where there's nothing to eat. There's no way for her to survive. But animals come and they start dropping fruit. And their kindness is returned to her in a place, in a way that she would never think that you could find any kindness there, that you could find anything that would be helpful. And there's definitely like a karmic payback to like whoever's going to resonate with this reading. There's a karmic payback, and you're literally going to find yourself in a cycle where people are competing to show you kindness. Some of you, this may even be people that in the past have not shown you kindness, people who may have been competing with you in some area of your life, or even some odd energy coming in with it. It's almost like people that may have been competing with you to be you. Does that make sense? Competing with you to be you. And now even when I look at that storyline that I just described, it's right, like she was showing kindness, and this kindness was perceived as a slight to others when it wasn't that. It's just kind of like almost people that would think, that would not want to look deeply at themselves, and then they would perceive someone else's kindness as a way of just trying to over highlight their own darkness. Well, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you making me look bad? And then being sort of, I get criticized. I'm hearing criticized, ostracized. There's something going on karmically here where I do feel like you are going to be repaid in kindness, as I've said, but I do feel like maybe some bad things or some unfortunate things have even happened perhaps to people that have not treated you kindly. And it's, I kind of feel like for some of them, it's almost like a very obvious awareness, a conscious awareness about karma. And they might be understanding that they're receiving, sorry, I hear a power tool in the background. They're they're seeing the obvious, that karma, they're understanding karma, where they may not have even understood karma in the past. And they're making concerted efforts here to show kindness towards you. What's also very intriguing about this card is this person standing here, looking at everyone here, like battling to show kindness. It's the weirdest energy. It's almost like there's subordinates, which is odd. Like, I don't know. Some of you, this could just be like could be like a work situation. Could be a work situation. And you may have been wrongfully ganged up in some way, like where you work. And this has been discovered. And I don't know, it could be like a boss or somebody saying, hey, or management, you know what? You need to show this person more kindness. Because I'll tell you right now, they got better sales than you. Or this person, like, is not, like, you're all acting like jerks. Why don't you do that? It's a really kind of funny energy. The way that's coming forward is like, no. Could also be, I want to say there's the other thing that's coming through here is, for some of you may be resonating with what I'm about to say, in that, Cindy, there is nobody who has treated me badly in the past that I think is going to come forward and have any conscious awareness about karma or even want to do anything. Going through nice. So where I'm going with that is, I think Spirit's going to be keeping some people busy and almost like competing with each other. They're all delivering karma to each other. They're all hitting each other in the head, delivering karma to each other. The karma that they each have earned to receive. They are fulfilling that for Spirit to another, and another is fulfilling that through Spirit to them. And this is opening up an opportunity for you to be, encountering other kind souls. Now, okay, so here's the other thing. There was something in that channeled message. I didn't actually end up writing it down because I think I'm going to end up discussing it here with this card, which is I'm going to do right now, is I think some of you might actually have an opportunity for some type of a vacation. Now, I did say in the channeled message that looked like there was going to be a period of time where you would be spending like a relaxing time around water or bodies of water. Some of you may be going on a vacation. This could be a very short vacation. It could be, when I say short, like it could be a weekend away somewhere, or it could be something longer. And even this reminds me of that. Like, you know, if you've been to a resort and they have all these different tropical fruits and all sorts of exotic animals around, this is also part of your future. I want to say a lot of healthy ingredients in your life. This little area here, okay, so this is the energy that supports you right now, which is happiness. This is what supports you right now. Now, the Nine of Swords is there. This is giving me a bit of the feeling of the obvious, where someone has been through something really difficult and your mind might still be trapped in that cycle, or a method of thinking that was established in a difficult period is kind of becomes like habitual. So trying to change your thinking as your environment and your situation changes. To see the happiness that surrounds you. You're having a rebirth here. You're literally having a rebirth. And as I said, this rebirth to me feels like there's parts of yourself that have been quietly hidden away that you haven't known about. These could be interests. It could even be, for some of you, it could be like a path, a meaning of what you're supposed to do in life, why you're here, an ability that you have that's going to be opened up. Like, so it feels like something about yourself that you've been looking for and you haven't been able to find up to this point. But you haven't been able to find it up to this point because you haven't been in the right environment or in the right cycle to receive kind of like opening up this gift of yourself. I'm literally picturing like your soul packing away a little gift of information that is going to become apparent to you down the road and putting it in a safe place. And it's like the only way that this gift can be opened by myself in the future is if X, Y, and Z happens. It's like X, Y, and Z has happened. And this gift is, I want to say in some ways, being prepared. It's in preparation for opening up this gift. And this gift is some sort of knowledge here about your path, about your future, even about something inside you. Your strength at this time, isn't it interesting, is your purpose. And the King of Cups is here. So it is about trusting your intuition, trusting your own psychic abilities here. These cards here are representing what action you need to take here, right? Which is wisdom. And this wisdom comes from within you. Within you, there's knowledge there. Once this knowledge starts to become apparent, and I want to say you've already achieved something to some degree with this, but it is part of the gift. Like there's something that you've started to open up in yourself here, but there's more to this than you realize. For those of you that feel like you've already started to tap into something about yourself that has been unknown or unutilized. The strategy and the stability card are the underlying. I do really honestly feel like a lot of you have had to keep some type of energy at bay or had to try to strategize yourself in a way that certain energies or people have not had access to you. But it's almost like you've had to do that in a way that it's actually closed off your access to the light, to the understanding of who you are. You've had to perhaps be in such a protective state here that you've successfully closed off anything that may have tried to interfere in your life or tried to sidetrack you or fool you, manipulate you in any way for... I just want to say the fox is just coming out as like the entity or the energy of what wants to gain something through you at, probably more detrimental to you, but more beneficial to the fox. By doing that, you've closed off the light. And then here, like this girl on the sea turtle shell, her eyes are closed and your eyes are closed. Like this is what's surrounding you right now. Your eyes are closed and you're surrounded by happiness and kindness. I mean, obviously, if you know you're not in a situation and you're dealing like right now, right on with something, this is to tell you that you are journeying out of that energy. But I'm not getting like, this isn't one of those messages where I'm getting like information about how to get out of that energy. So I really do feel strongly like I'm talking to someone or people who are specifically exiting something. You're definitely exiting something. You're putting something behind you. Okay, so you're still in kind of like learning mode. You're starting to see there's something that has been overshadowed. Something's been overshadowing your life for you, and it's not enabled you to see like some type of light, the clarity, a knowing. And so you're being protected, and you're being given the opportunity to look up and start receiving some type of knowledge about yourself. Start learning, building this into what knowledge and wisdom you've already got. Because right now, this is all about opening up. I feel like I'm kind of getting, if any of you have been like super protective in any way here, this is like you can actually, I don't know that drop your guard is the right word, but you can start opening up to other energies if you've been closed off in some capacity here. Your head has been pointed down for too long. Your head has been pointed down for too long. It is time, right? It's time to start looking up. I want to say too, also like looking forward to things, having a different perspective, a more positive perspective, right? This wisdom, look at how she's looking up, look up, look up, look up. Look up. All of them are starting to look up. Look up. There's kindness around you. There's happiness. Wow. Okay, it's like the whole thing's in the upright. Is it? How far do we go here? Far. It's like the whole deck. So, all right. Where are we going to start here? I'm going to do 3. We got the Hanged Man, the Lovers, and the Star. So that's very, very beautiful. It's just honestly an energy where you're having a completely new outlook, and you're going to be seeing a path here, or you've seen a path, you're walking a path, and it is a divinely guided path. This is a path where you're going to have a lot of blessings, where life is going to feel whole. Life is going to feel whole. Like if you've been walking a path where it's felt cursed, it's literally like doing a 180 here and walking a path that feels blessed. Healing. I'm hearing the healing waters of Toberis. I don't know how to say it. Literally, it's one of the cards in the fairy deck. Where's the fairy? There's the fairy book. Oh, I don't even know what number. Toberis? Okay. Okay, it's card number 37. It is Tobera of the Waters. This is about emotion, serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. So water is mutable, changeable fluid, which is very interesting because this is this is right. These are the cards that come out as your strength. This is your strength. And right, and just hearing that, I was seeing the Star card. I was hearing, the healing waters of Toberis, but okay. Water is mutable, changeable fluid, and Toberis speaks of us to particular kind of change of emotions, and possibly a change in health. We have important choices to make about how we meet those changes and where we let them take us. Toward the calm, flowing purity of the fairy waters, or the boiling cauldron of hot temper and steamy emotions. The choice is obvious, but we sometimes forget that we have it. Tobera reminds us that we do have a choice, and making it wisely or unwisely determines our future. It's very interesting, right? What you need here, the action you need to take, how to move yourself forward is your wisdom. It's what you know. What you know is the right choice. What you know is the right direction for you. What you know and in what are the right actions to take as well. The things we need in life remain constant, no matter what is going on or how hectic the changes and pressures in our life may be. We need nurturing and love, and it is ultimately up to us to provide that for ourselves. The healing fairies will help us if we ask them to. So you're being given a choice here. And I do feel like depending on where you allow yourself to sit in a mental state, that choice may be towards, you may allow yourself to be drawn into angry, tempered waters, or tempered is more like, angry, boiling waters. Let's say angry, boiling waters. Or you may allow yourself to be triggered by angry, boiling waters around you. But this is to allow things to flow, to go towards. It's like peace. Go towards peace. Come out of the war and go towards peace. Make love, not war. So yeah, I feel like that's all I'm getting. So that was interesting. That was the last kind of like little channeled message in that. I'm going to go do the extended with this. In the extended, I'm also going to sit down and do another channeled message. In the extended, I want to focus on, with that, I'm going to focus on what the universe is preparing for you, kind of like hidden energies of the universe and what's ahead of you. Kind of like blind spot, I guess, a little bit. And yeah, that's what I have for you. Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.